Nestled in the valley between the first and second Watchung Mountains lies Verona, New Jersey. Within a little less than 3 square miles live 14,000 Veronians, otherwise referred to as hillbillies. Verona is home to excellent restaurants, beautiful parks and recreation areas, academically rigorous schools, and beyond. Additionally, Verona has excellent first responders that protect the town from any imminent dangers. However, as the residents go about their everyday lives, they don't always consider that there is another looming threat: climate change. For decades, scientists and reporters have warned us that increased carbon emissions will contribute to climate change. Oftentimes, when people in our community hear about the drastic effects of climate change, such as glaciers melting, sea levels rising, animal habitat loss, and more destructive storms, they don't often pay heed. Why would they when they are unable to see the direct effects of the changing climate in their everyday lives? What people who live in small towns like Verona don't often realize is that if they don't begin to make changes in their local communities, the effects of climate change will begin to hit closer to home. Some of these impacts will be extremely negative, like stronger hurricanes, crop loss, and severe heat waves. In some areas, ski seasons could be threatened and beaches could disappear. Some effects, like longer growing seasons for crops, could be positive. However, as the Earth keeps getting warmer, the negative effects are expected to outweigh the positive ones. We recently spoke with Verona native and president of the Environmental Defense Fund, Fred Krupp. We discussed the implications of climate change on small communities like Verona. We asked him which potential future impact of increased greenhouse gases would have the greatest influence on our everyday lives. In his opinion, increasingly worse droughts around the world will have the most noticeable effect on society. Droughts decrease fresh water supply, not only for drinking, but for industrial and agricultural use. Fortunately, Verona has a number of forward-thinking community members who started taking action years ago to make Verona more sustainable. We had the opportunity to speak with the president of the Verona Environmental Commission, the head of the Sustainable Verona Committee, and a member of the Verona Board of Education about the actions their groups have taken on behalf of our community. The Verona Environmental Commission was founded over 20 years ago to advise city planning on environmental factors. We spoke with current president Gloria Macnowski about some of the commission's past and current initiatives. The VEC worked with the school board to implement recycling in all Verona public schools. They also gave away free native tree seedlings for Earth Day as a part of the New Jersey Tree Recovery Campaign, whose goal is to support biodiversity and native birds throughout the state. The committee is very proud of their steep slope ordinance that was adopted by the town council in 2015. The goal of this ordinance is to make land development more sustainable. The Verona Environmental Commission has a number of other community initiatives that are leading to a more sustainable Verona. For years, the VEC has been working to inform residents on the harmful effects of vehicle idling. The Town Council recognized the ongoing efforts of their anti-idling campaign by adopting a resolution to reinforce existing New Jersey state law on this important issue. This resolution prohibits keeping vehicles running for beyond 3 minutes while parked and encourages people to turn off their engines immediately while at schools, gas stations, drive-thrus, and other similar locations. We will now hear from Mrs. Macnowski about why the VEC's anti-idling campaign is so important to our community.
As you know, emissions from gasoline and diesel powered vehicles, from both, contribute significantly to air pollution, including greenhouse gases, and a multitude of pollutants that can trigger various respiratory problems such as asthma. And as you know, asthma is a big problem for kids in New Jersey. Enforcing this resolution in Verona will significantly improve public health and air quality while reducing greenhouse gas emissions and saving money. And this all contributes to fight climate change.
More recently, a group of community members, led by Steve Neal, established a green team in Verona and achieved Sustainable New Jersey bronze level status in 2015. They completed multiple actions to achieve this level of recognition and improve our town's sustainability. One priority action was a study of the town's fleet of vehicles to reduce carbon emissions and increase efficiency. Their second priority action was to work with the Verona Police Department and the DEA to collect expired and unwanted prescription drugs twice a year. To contribute to the sustainability of Verona, as well as work towards silver level recognition, the Green Team has been actively involved in a plethora of other community actions. One of their largest accomplishments to date is the establishment of a town-wide green fair. They established a green fair to raise awareness about environmental issues, innovative sustainable ideas, and to show the steps the community can take towards sustainability in their lives. Now we will hear from Steve Neal regarding the green fair.
The biggest things we're most proud of was last year we had our first ever green fair in town. I don't know if you were able to come, but it was held right up here on the lawn. We had over 50 different vendors from all walks of sustainability, and just really wanted to spread that message out into the town. We actually set up, with our rain barrels, we're hoping to set up with a local nursery and landscape company, a whole display on native planting, on harvesting rain barrels, a whole cistern system to utilize that better. We have a whole electric vehicle fleet coming, which should be really cool. Hopefully a new Tesla. And then a lot of other car manufacturers are coming out with electric cars, so we're getting some of those in here.
Another important sector of our local community is the public school system. We spoke with Board of Education member Lisa Frisky concerning what the Verona public schools are doing to become more sustainable. They are currently in the midst of an ESIP, which is an energy savings improvement plan. They had an organization complete an energy audit on the school buildings. As a result of their recommendations, a number of improvements have been implemented. Throughout the district, students engage in a variety of activities that work to make our schools more sustainable. Mrs. Frisky also explained to us the school board's plans to make Verona schools more sustainable.
The future moving forward, the Board of Ed just passed a resolution for Sustainable Schools of New Jersey, and there's currently, I believe, 430 some odd schools within the state, and only 59 are certified. So we're hoping to join those ranks of being a certified sustainable school, which will open us up to grants to do other environmentally friendly projects.
The local government, as well as organizations within our community, like many around the country and world, are working to reduce our impacts on climate change in the areas of transportation, energy efficiency and supply, waste, water supplies, and sustainability. But what can we, the citizens, do to make an impact and live more sustainable lives?
Unplug electric devices when you're not using them.
Turn off lights.
Use reusable water bottles.
Or recycle the ones you do use.
Switch to reusable shopping bags.
Eat hamburgers and steak less frequently.
When purchasing new appliances for your home, buy Energy Star appliances.
Only run your dishwasher when it's full.
Switch to energy-efficient light bulbs.
These are just a few of the many things we can do to combat climate change, but the most important is spreading awareness. If we can all work together, making changes in our lives, we can live sustainably and mitigate climate change.